So we start with enterprise business. We want to talk about enterprise and why do people become entrepreneurs and the enterprise in daily life. What happens with enterprise in our daily life? So we're starting with the meaning of enterprise. When we talk about enterprise, here I go. Enterprise occurs when individuals or group take a risk to start something new. That means you are starting something and you are starting a project. Let's put it that way. So starting a project means you are starting an enterprise. So that is an enterprise. It will not just come. It means someone has that initiative to start it. So for me, I would say an enterprise is the office of an entrepreneur. So where we are using to start up a business. So that is what enterprise is. So enterprise will start. Enterprise will come into place because someone has started thinking about taking a risk to start something. That is clear. So that is an enterprise. Then, who takes up those risks? These are people. We call them entrepreneurs. So an entrepreneur is a person who spots the gap in the market and try to create something in that market to start selling, to make profit. What do you get who an entrepreneur is? So I wrote here, an entrepreneur is a person who spots a gap in the market and comes up with an idea to make a business out of it. You spot a gap. That means something is missing in that market. Something is missing in that environment. So as an entrepreneur, this is what you have to do. You have to be creative. You have to be proactive.
Yeah.
You spot that there's a gap in the market. Something is missing. People need something and it's not available. Why can't I make it available?
Yeah.
So for the fact that you are making it available and you are making a business out of it, you become an entrepreneur. Is an entrepreneur clear now?
Yeah.
Great. So we have an activity here, 4.1. I think it's okay. They said if there are on average 21,000 new businesses established in Ireland per year, how many are established per month and per week? So if 21,000 businesses established in 1 year, so how many is that? How many is it in a month? How many is it in a week? So a year is 12 months. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So 21,000 in 1 year is the same as 21,000 in 12 months. So to get for each month, it will be 21,000 divided by 12. So each month will have 1,750. That means 1,750 jobs, 1,750 new businesses were created in Ireland in a month. I think that is clear.
Yeah.
Then they said in a week it will be, we said 1 month, 4 weeks make a month, right? So if 4 weeks make a month, that means 1,750, which is for a month, will be divided by 4 weeks to get 1 week. So it will be 1,750 divided by 4. So that means 437.5 new businesses are created in a day, in a week.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that is clear.
That's clear.
So we go to why do people become entrepreneurs? So becoming an entrepreneur, why do you start up your own business? That is what the point is about.
Yeah.
Right? So the first reason is being your own boss. People become entrepreneurs because they don't want to take orders from anyone. So I want to become an entrepreneur because I don't want to take orders. I don't want people to tell me what to do, how to do it. I want to start doing things my own way. I want to be independent.
Yeah.
So you want to be your own boss. So being your own boss means you can decide on whatever you want to do. Nobody decides for you. So that's one of the reasons why people could choose or become an entrepreneur. Is that one clear?
Yeah.
The second reason, varied work day. They can choose their working time. So I can choose to meet you today. I can choose to meet you after tomorrow. But if I'm working for someone, my boss there will choose the time I have to meet certain clients.
Yeah.
But here, because you are the one in charge, you choose the time to meet anyone you want to meet. So your timing, how you spend your time, how you spend your money depends on you.
Yes, I get it. Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
That makes you an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The third point is unemployment. Some people, they start after finishing their education, their university education, they search for a job, they couldn't find one. So they then they spot the gap in the market, then they become an entrepreneur. So unemployment, not being able to get a job, might warrant you to become an entrepreneur. Do you get it?
Yeah.
No. Or kind of, okay. As soon as you are done in the university, you can't find a job. Instead of sitting down at home idle, you have to start doing something for yourself. So starting something small for yourself in terms of business, then it becomes bigger. Then you are an entrepreneur. So you become an entrepreneur because you search for job, you hunted for job, you couldn't get one. So you wouldn't sit down, you wouldn't sleep. You need to do something for yourself. So you started a business. So because you started that business, you become an entrepreneur.
Okay, I get it.
You got it now.
Yeah.
So we are talking about reasons why people become an entrepreneur. One, because you want to be your own boss. Two, you want to decide the time, how you spend your time.
Yes.
And the third one is maybe you couldn't get a job, then you choose to do one. Do you get it? And the last one is more money.
This one is just.
Yeah, many entrepreneurs believe they can earn more working for themselves. So I could choose. I could feel like instead of me working for people, if I'm working for myself, I could make more money than working for people. Then I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to start my own business. Is it clear?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we have these starts. He said we'll talk about the start afterwards. Okay.
I don't think this is important.
But okay then.
Yeah.
So we just though I did the answers, but let's just go into.
Okay, yeah.
So we go into enterprise in daily life. So we're talking about our life, enterprise, business in our life. So the first one I wrote is about enterprise in the home. Your parents trying to study, trying to go for it, trying to go for courses of language. They have a reason for doing that. Maybe they want to become an ambassador. Maybe they want to do something with their life. So instead of just staying at home, they try to do some courses to better their life. That is an enterprise. Do you get enterprise in the home now?
No.
Your parents trying to, maybe your mom, she's trying to study German. Maybe she's trying to go to,
all right, yeah,
that is an enterprise at home.
Yeah.
She would have done that because of a reason. I would have done that because of a reason.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah.
The second one, enterprise in school. Sometimes they do bazaar in school, yes or no?
Yeah.
It's a business, it's an enterprise. So a group of students come together, they organize this bazaar and they give it to charity, yes or no? That's an enterprise. Do you understand enterprise in school? We are talking about enterprise in daily life. It could be at home, it could be school, it could be in the environment, in the local community. So the third one is enterprise in new business. An entrepreneur spots a gap and sees the opportunity to create a business. You starting a new business, you wouldn't just start a business. You would have started that business because you think it's a business that will sell. So you have spotted the gap, and because you spot the gap, you want to create something out of it for business.
Yeah.
So that is enterprise and business. Then the next one is enterprise in government departments. The local enterprise office have been set up to support and encourage entrepreneurs. So government also help entrepreneurs by giving them grants to support them, to encourage them to start up business. So government of a country could give you certain amount of money to encourage you to start your own business.
Yeah.
The last one, enterprise in the local community. A group of people establish a business to support the vulnerable ones. So here we're talking about in your community. A group of people come together to say, okay, let's start something, let's start a business. And whatever we get from this business, we put it in our community to build street lights, to do this, to do that. Okay. That is the enterprise in the local community. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So that's the end of enterprise. Why do people become an entrepreneur and enterprise in daily life? Clear?
Yeah. This is like what happens in